day off. I was trying to remember what I was about to go and do. Oh, I think I was gonna put something on my kneecap. Um. Anyways, uh, so I do not own the rights to the song that I'm gonna probably work on. Fair game, fair game. I do not own the rights to the music that I'm gonna work on. Um, so I think what I'm gonna plan on doing is I do a pre-practice. It's not gonna be like me nailing the song or something like that right now, but it will be something that's gonna get me pretty much going. Now I know this is gonna sound kind of weird to say, but I guess I'll say it anyway. Sometimes I can pick up the song um, without me actually listening to the song. It's kind of weird to say that, and that's only because of me gathering so many chords over a period of time. Or um, I would say yes, that would be pretty much it. It would be pretty much that. I've never heard the song in my life, so it's kind of like, can I actually really do this song? Sometimes my wife would sing stuff, and I'll be like, what? um, never, never listened to it on the radio or whatever y'all want to call it. I never listened to the CD because I was in my own world doing other things, my own little projects, and that's all I had time for was just my own projects. I really wasn't too fond about listening to stuff on the CD, so I just kind of figure, I guess the word I want to say, wing it. Some people may say fake it until you make it, but there is a such thing of if you have enough chords in your palette, you might pick the song up. Now, for y'all who been watching me for quite some time, and I mean for a very long time, from all the way back, from way back to way back, probably 20, 27, maybe even before that, I think. Um, can't remember when I started going on social media, but it might have been '05, '06, maybe it was 7, somewhere way back then. But so I would basically just practice on stuff that I've learned from my own little ideas, but also I would practice on stuff from listening to other musicians' ideas too. For those who don't know me, my name is Andre Clark. Bishop Tracy Clark, aka, is my profile name because at the time I was unable to go on some of the social media platforms to put my real name on there because other people has already has the same name. So the Facebook and various other accounts kept kicking me out and saying, "Hey, this same name is already on our grid." So therefore, I had to come with a different profile name. All right. I had forgotten to bring this Sunday, but actually I need to plug it back up. Maybe. Give me a second. Let me get my little catcher. Y'all feel comfortable, feel right at home. Get your popcorn, get your Kool-Aid, get your sour candies and your snacks and stuff ready because we gon' we gonna have a hilarious time over here. I call it hilarious sometimes because hey, oh this thing's magnet. Oh, okay. Um, Sometimes I call this kind of hilarious because to me, when I don't know something, I'm either going to be embarrassed with the situation, or I might pinpoint it, or I might just do my thing, whether it's right or wrong. Somebody asked the question: Is it right or wrong to play the tune the right way, or there's the wrong way? Before I get started, I bought this thing. I'm not gonna dive in it too deeply in it, but I bought this little gadget and I hadn't yet to figure out how to appropriately use it. And what's happening is over here on Baby Mac over here, excuse me, I can MIDI Cordy, all right, and do my music from that angle, being that it's plugged into the keyboard. And I'm wondering, is this something that I'm missing? Like, is this something that I'm possibly missing? Well, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so basically, let me go back to say I said earlier. Basically, I'm MIDIing from the laptop to the board. And the board only has an output, input, and through. All right, let me say it again. So the keyboard has an output, input, and through. All right, y'all get it? So I'm okay with the fact that I can MIDI, or see my MIDI, as a matter of fact, with Cordy over here on Baby Mac. So now, what my struggle is, I still haven't figured out for the life of me, as I'm trying to do some work. Excuse me, I'm trying to do some work, some musical work with my Odell. Okay, Odell. All right. Now, I don't know if I'm hooking this up incorrectly or wrong, but I said earlier on the keyboard, there's only an output, input, and a through. Are y'all following me? So I bought this gadget thinking that this will post to work for me. So if there's anybody out there that know what to do, because I've been struggling with this for just a bit, and I'm tired of struggling with this. I was almost about ready to just send it back, but maybe it's something I'm misunderstanding how this works. Okay, so I also said I can get MIDI from the keyboard, and I can see the chords pop up over here, MIDI. So basically what it is, I'm using the MIDI plugin. Um, where is it? Oh, there it is. Let's see, I want to get to it from here. So I'm using the MIDI plugin for that little device called Tech something. Hold on. This is my music stuff that I've been diving and working in. Let me try to see if I can swing this over here. I think I can do it. I can't do it. Why is that? Okay. Oh, wait, who do I got hooked up? Oh, let me unhook. Oh, hold on. Let me just pop it. So this device here is plugged in to, it's called Vision Tech. It's plugged into my Baby Mac, because my Baby Mac doesn't have the regular USB plug-in. Okay, so I had to go and put my hands on the Vision Tech and be able to power this baby up here, the Vision Tech. And on my Baby Mac, it only has this type of end, like this. Actually, basically, you can see this end that plugs in, the other end plugs in like this into the Baby Mac. Also, the charging mechanism as well is the same type of setup. So I got it powered up with the same type of mechanism like this from one end to the other. And then I had to buy this Vision Tech to pop this in for the computer. Now without this, of course, no MIDI. So in order for it to communicate MIDI, I had to pop this in here. Now, I got my MIDI. Uh-oh, I just kicked myself out. Hold on. Finger. Oh, hold on. I just kicked myself out. Oops. Got myself demonstrating this. Alright, so now here allows me to have the USB port like this. Like this. So, okay. So that's plugged in here to operate my MIDI, which is plugged into my output on the keyboard. So basically, I have it filled with output for the MIDI to transmit there. Now, y'all catch me? Okay, cool. Now that y'all caught me on that, so what I was trying to figure out was, since I only have one MIDI output on the keyboard, maybe I might get this while I'm talking, I guess. I don't know. Since I only have one output on the keyboard, I try to use the through mode for dumb Mac over here. Okay, let me not call it dumb Mac. this Mac over here, I mean Dell, old Dell. I got an old Dell over here from way back in the centuries, 2007 to 07. I believe it's the '07. And so now I have the other MIDI plug-in. Oh, I forgot to show it to you, huh? It's gonna look just exactly like this one. So I bought another one of these. Actually, I had bought a similar one like this one, but they never worked. So I ended up going ahead and purchased something that I was familiar with. Alright, so here we go here. Sorry for all the jumbo and stuff. Alright, so the USB is plugged into the Odell over here. Now, mind me, I said earlier, maybe I don't know what I'm doing, but maybe somebody else can walk me through it. Because I thought in my brain this would work but then I thought about it after I bought it. I said, wait a minute. The exact same plug-in that I have over here, which is the same exact gadget. This is the audio. This is the M audio. Okay. So I said, okay, I got two of these. All right. Now, how would I potentially, I guess, not so much potential, but how would I be able to run this? Because normally, if I didn't have Cordy, then I have my other software. Then I can use this and put it in the output, which is going to give me input and or output to the keyboard. If I'm trying to either see what I'm doing, play the chords, or number two, I can actually MIDI myself and play it back through the keyboard. Now, I have a feeling that when I tried to do that, since I've gotten the Mac and I have plugged this in, the same plug-in to the keyboard, all of a sudden I'm not able to actually, I can MIDI myself, but all of a sudden I'm unable to move the MIDI from the computer to the keyboard all of a sudden no more. I don't know why, but that is the weirdest thing. Now, you techs out there maybe know what I'm trying to do. So what I'm trying to do is, and I had this fixed the first time, some time ago before I got sick with pneumonia and valley fever back in 2023. I had all this wired up appropriately, and I thought I rewired everything back the same way. But what happened was, yeah, it's a long story, but I'm gonna make it short. My wife decided, since I was gonna be out for a while, which I was out already for a while, she decided that maybe my replacement can borrow my equipment while I was almost half dead. I wasn't dead yet, but I was out. I didn't know what was going on around me at the moment. I just knew that I was not quite here on Earth. So this is why I was on Earth, but I didn't know where I was at. So my wife decided that that she would lend my stuff out, and so basically everything got undone. So I thought that by the time when I finally was able to come back a little bit in, it might have been 2024-ish, almost 25-ish, then I tried to put everything back the way it was. I thought I was doing everything back the way that I had did it the first time. Yeah. So what ended up happening was I was able to still MIDI on Cordy, And I was also able to go over here on my Odell and still look at the MIDI over there and the MIDI over here. And I can look at what's happening over here, and then I can MIDI up here. And I had it all hooked up. Now I don't remember how I did it. So maybe somebody out there who's savvy with this and maybe drive me through this. Now here's the thing. I have two modules. All right. I have the MKS and the JV10. And remember, I said earlier, I had everything wired up a certain way. And so I was still able to, like I said, when I finally learned about Cordy, I was already using the MIDI over here on my Odell. So when Cordy came into play, then all I had to do was figure out, oh, okay, wait, maybe one or two plugs. And then I was able to plug ins, and then I was able to run both of these at the same time. And I did not have to keep on behind the keyboard unplugging, unplugging. Because basically what it is now, if I unplug one, I lose Cordy, and or vice versa. If I unplug, I lose out on this. So I thought this was gonna do the job for me. Um, so I'm only saying because this gives you input and output on both sides, but also this also gives you the supposed to give you the capability. Maybe I don't know what the heck I'm doing, but this also gave me the same kind of plug-in over here on this gadget. So, there is only one plug-in. Wait, or am I lying? Or no? Now, this end has to either go to the keyboard or it either has to go to the laptop. But that wouldn't make sense to me. Why would I put this into the laptop when I'm already using the USB port coming from the laptop? Y'all follow what I'm saying? So if I'm coming, what it is, I need the program or the software to speak to the keyboard. Just exactly like I'm having the software over here, Cordy, speaking to the keyboard, and the keyboard is turning around speaking back to the software. And that's what I was trying to figure out how to do with that. So, I'm wondering how to do this. How do I do this? Anybody know how to walk me through this? Because I've been trying to figure this out for a bit, and I haven't quite got it. Now, I thought, again, this is supposed to plug in to the keyboard. Now, when I do plug it in, it lights up. Okay. Now, remember I said input, output, but the keyboard ran out of output. Now, I'm wondering, can I buy the device? We call this, hold on, let me look at this. I'm going to call this, I don't want to be disrespectful for the ladies, but, so, we have the pins. So I'm wondering if it's possible to buy, let me see, how would this work still? The pin going inward, to the keyboard, short, and it doesn't have to be very long actually, but a short pin that actually, because this is the pin in too. See what I'm saying? This is pin in. So I'm just trying to figure out, is there a gadget with the pin in, or with pins, we ain't gonna call it the other names. I heard other people say other names, but let's say yeah. I'm wondering if I can buy the pin in and pin out. So pin in this way. Actually, pin in on both ends. Actually, I need the two pin ends going both direction, because then that will allow me to be able to have pin into the keyboard, right? And then pin into the to the output, because it's input and output. So I got my glasses while I do my glasses. So there's pin in and pin out. So I'm wondering if that's the case, and I'm not sure if they build it like that. I'm not sure. I'm just guessing, but I would assume that if I have pin in on this end and then another pin in coming from the other end, right? So basically, I can unplug Cordy, the same plug-in like this, and go in to the output. Yes, because that would be going into the output. So basically, I'm just trying to figure out if there's a device that allow me to do that. Now, however, I did plug this into the keyboard, but um, the keyboard recognizes this. Once I find it, this is going into now using the USB port. So let me find the darn thing again. I think it's right here. I think. Once I find it, hold on, let me turn off my JVT because I'm hitting some buttons over here by accident. So where's this thing at? Where is... Now I had the other type of plug-in. There's another one, another host. And I had that one, and I'm wondering if I might have to use the other host versus using the USB. So if any of you out there can walk me through this. Is it the other one? Now this fired up as it, see, it fires up. Now on the keyboard, is there something not supposed to go on the keyboard to locate it? Because usually sometimes when you plug in something into the keyboard, it will find it. It will just, something will pop up, some type of indicator will pop up on here. But nothing is popping up on here at all. Now, out of curiosity, and this is out of curiosity, I'm going to unplug Cordy from here. Let's see. This is out of curiosity. Wait a minute. Is this? Alright, now, if I should plug this into the output, I thought in my mind that this is supposed to work. And it is lighting up. Now, one time before it didn't light up. There's a little button over here on the side. So as soon as I press onto it, it starts doing lighting up. And this is called the U6 MIDI Pro MIDI interface MIDI router filter. Now I've lost. Let me see, what did I lose? That's keyboard. Now I lost. Did I lose MIDI? On, see, now I lost MKS. Because the MKS module and the JV10 module, I have them in and out through. In order for it to actually go make music or make sound, okay, hold on 1 minute. Wait a minute, let me think. So I got this running through the keyboard, but I did lose MIDI, and I lost the MKS, and I'm pretty sure the JV10, and I'm pretty sure it's JV10. Yep. So I'm like, okay, this ain't working. So maybe y'all out there can help me out. I had this hooked up the first time, the right way. Now let me see something here before I go and say something else. Okay, I see you down here. Hold on. Let me see here. Got another MIDI plug down here. Alright, so this one says input. Now I'm not sure. Let me see, I'm trying to figure out which one is this MIDI to, because I did a split. So if I got these two, where's my split? Oh, so my split is from the other one, like this, is input. This is confusing because yes. Okay, so you probably want asking me, where is the other split? So where is the other split to this? So the other split to this one is either in the MKS or the JV10. I don't want to say it's got to be in the JV10. The reason why I'm going to say that is because soon as I, and I mean literally soon as, we're going to plug this back into the output. And that's the reason why I'm going to know where I'm at. So we're gonna go back to output on the keyboard. So as soon as I plug this back in, we're gonna have, oh, hold on. Did I put it the right one? Oh, hold on, that was through. I put it in through, it didn't work, obviously. So as soon as I go back to output, now we got MIDI. I'm like, wait. Okay, so what I did was, just like this one, I split it through the either the MKS or the JV10, and I'm almost certain it's the JV10 because I'm gonna turn off the MKS right quick. Oh, I lied. It was the MKS. Hold on. So it was the MKS. So it's split on the MKS. But it's funny because as soon as I turn off JV10, nothing. Now you get the JV10 sound for sure. That's JV10, but no MIDI. So I'm like, wait a minute, how's that? How could that be? Because when I turned it off, I got MKS on the keyboard, right? But you ain't gonna get keyboard, I don't think. Right? I got the keyboard up. Yeah, I got the keyboard. This is JV10 all day, right? So for sure, right? Yeah, that's JV10. But the keyboard is out. I don't know why. Volume up, sound up. This is confusing me because I was like, wait, what? Why are you not communicating? So I had this working at first again, and I might have to maybe I do have string. Okay, there's keyboard for sure. Okay, now I got keyboard. Now, no MIDI. Now, I have a feeling that somehow between the MKS and the JV10, I got those two routed, right? There's two wires going from input, output, or however it is, or through to through, or whatever. I think it's so I understand on the JV10, you only get through and input. That's it. JV10, come with me, y'all. JV10, you only get through. You only get through and in. That's it. There's no output. You want to go get on the on the MKS, only in and through. That's how it goes. JV10, in and through. In and through. Y'all got it? Okay, so now, the one I marked yellow over here, my the plug-in over here, is the plug-in from the JV10. I mean the MKS. This is coming out. So you got to have a wiring that's going to give you the through for the for the MKS to the keyboard. This is the wiring for that. Yes, the MIDI plug-in. So when you go from MIDI plug-in using the output, and I had to mark the other one as input, but it's actually through, going through the MKS. Y'all get it? So as soon as I plug that back in on the keyboard, alright, my hands are getting buttery. My hands are getting buttery, y'all. Buttery hands. Now the minute I plug this back in, of course, MKS. And also we're gonna get keyboard. Meanwhile, I'm still holding on to my MIDI plug-in that is plugged into my Odell with no communication whatsoever yet. I've been trying to figure this out. So now there is a input, outputting through on the JV10. Now, in order for the JV10 and the MKS to communicate, because remember I told y'all there's a input and a through on the MKS. So you get it? All right. Why is this acting weird? What? Hold on, y'all. Hold on, TikTok. What's going on here? All right. So there is only a plug-in for the MKS, an in and a through. We follow that? So the in and a through. All right, so now I remember somewhere I routed it. I had thought that okay, if I do, let's say through on the MKS into the input. Check this out onto the JV10, which is the JV10 gives you input, output, and through. Y'all say it with me. Input, output, and through, just like the keyboard. Input, output, and through. All right. So I go, okay, in order for the JV10 and the MKS, I got the MKS stack first. So we go MKS, JV10. In order for them two to communicate and talk to each other musically, right? So you hit a note, it lights up, right? There's a little amber light that lights up to let me know, okay, the two instruments or the two equipments are talking to each other, you know. Okay. Okay, wait a minute, now I lost. Did I put it in the wrong spot again? Oh, actually, no, they put it all the way in. Okay, so, okay, now I have lost. Oh, okay, the JVT. All right, so remember, I said now, in order for me to run this MKS and the JV10 to get them two to communicate, I didn't trip about the keyboard yet. It was just me trying to get these two to talk to each other before even touching the keyboard for a minute. Yeah. So I said, all right. So on the MKS, I got an input and a through. Input, through. Y'all get it? Input and through. All right. So the through on the MKS has to have the MIDI plug-in to go into the input on the JV10. So now as soon as I turn on JV10, all right, MKS stacked on top is got to have a conversation with the JV10. So now, as soon as I power it up, we supposed to get, there we go. We're supposed to get them two talking. Let's take out the keyboard out of the equation for a second. Okay, so now these two are communicating, all right? So just remember, I had to wire it that way at first. Maybe I'm wiring it wrong still, but that through on the MKS MIDI plug-in, right? So this is pretend like we have this short cord, all right. And basically you have to end up using what is called the output on the MIDI plugin. So this is pretend this is the input and the output. All right, I need to label this. So this is the output for the MKS stacked on top of your JV10. So you got an input and output MIDI plug-in. All right, we're gonna just pretend this is just a plug-in, right? Your plug-in just for MIDI for your MIDI cord for your input and output. So the output has to go into the through. Because remember I said you only get an in and a through. So you plug in, put on your JV10, and then you go to the the output on your MKS and go to your input on your JV10. That way, these two are gonna start talking. Hello, hey, I'm here. What's up? Okay. And then you get sound. All right, now we get that. Okay, now the way I wired it, I believe I may have wired it wrong slightly because suddenly when I got a little okay, I tried to go back and look at my MIDI here and look at the MIDI over here when I found out about Cordy. I didn't even have Cordy yet. Cordy wasn't even in the equation. So I was like, okay, now what I would do is that same somewhat scenario would have worked because now, remember I told you the two plugins that were available, this is input and output now for the MIDI. Now we're talking about now the MIDI for the laptop. So what I would do then is, oh, we forgot one more plugin. We got one more plugin. So we had that one plugin that's going from the MKS to the JV10. just one little short MIDI cord that's just long enough to wire it to that. Boom. All right, through and in. All right, and remember on the JV10 we had input, output, and through. All right, so now, and then remember on the MKS we have the input available. Oh. All right. Now, what I ended up doing was getting another MIDI cord. All right, another MIDI cord. So that way, I can utilize either the input from the JV10, all right, to use the output to the JV10, and use the MIDI plug-in and plug in to the keyboard. So now that would give you the keyboard and the JV10. Let's drop the JV10 and let's drop MKS. Now you got keyboard. See what I'm saying? Now you got keyboard. All right, so you got the keyboard now, and you got the you got the keyboard. Did that strings calm down or something, right? Now you got keyboard. Now you're supposed to have now the JV10 and the MKS, or MKS and JV10 speaking to each other along with the keyboard. Because now what I ended up doing was running the input, right? Same scenario. The input, a MIDI cord from the input from the MKS, okay? Because I already got the two modules talking to each other already. They're already talking. Hello, hey, I'm here. What's up? All right. So now I need another MIDI cord, input and output, and go through to the input on the MKS because that's what was available. All right, and then use the output of the and that's why I labeled this. Y'all probably was not noticing, but I labeled it so I can know, okay, this is the output. So now I got the output input over there from the MKS to speak to the keyboard. Now you don't hear MKS, and neither do you hear the JV10 talking. No lights lighting up because now neither one of them can speak to you to the keyboard at this point. Y'all follow how I did that? So you have to have a MIDI line in and out, all right? And remember, the JV10 only has the input and through, all right? The I'm sorry, MKS in and through, JV10 in, out, and through. And remember, the keyboard has in, out, and through. Now, to get them two to communicate, your modules, whatever modules you have, 1 or 2 or whatever, and communicate, you have to go through on the MKS to the input on the JV10. That way they are talking. Alright? Now you only left one outlet, which you're only going to have anyway, on the MKS to have it to speak to the keyboard. Y'all get it? Okay. It's like them two gotta be able to speak to each other from the through and in on the JV10, and then the in and out speaking to now the keyboard. So now I'm gonna plug this back in, and then now we're gonna have the keyboard, the JV10 and the MKS talking to each other, or talking to the keyboard now. If I can find the input again. Where is it? That's the through. All right. Now, my struggle is over with this part for now. My struggle is over with that. They are talking. Now, when I had turned off, oh, did I not put it in the right spot? I put it in the wrong spot. Hold on. That was input. Let's go output. I'll put the wifey's home. Alright, So now I got MIDI back. Well, I drive it.
Huh?
So yeah, I hear you.
I'm not gonna be able to drive that car when it's summer.
Yeah. All right. So now that's how you hook it up. Okay. So now I have MIDI, and the MIDI can be able to communicate um, with the MKS and the JV10, and then now you can communicate to the keyboard. And because of me using this, um, I have this driving. Remember, I said now I utilize the MKS input and output. I mean, input and through already. But guess what I have left over on the JV10. All right. So what's open on the JV10 is the output and through. Get it? So now I come with the plugin for the MIDI plugin for Cordy, basically, and then all I have to do is now take the output. I think is it my output? Yeah, my output, and I plug in my output with the MIDI plugin here, which is on my baby Mac over here, which gives me MIDI, and that is plugged in into my JV10, which allow me to be able to now communicate with the JV10 and the MKS and the keyboard and the software. Now I'm trying to figure out how to do it with this other laptop using the same methodology, but what's only left on, I believe, the JV10 is either the output or the through. And I tried that route and it didn't work. So I went and said, let me buy this and see what I can do. Okay. And then I purchased this to see if I can make get some help with this, because now I'm tired. I'm tired of trying. Oh, now what I said earlier, this is plugged into the keyboard, but as soon as I plug this in, now if this magically starts working, I'm gonna be hecka mad. But so I plug this into the output, right? Nothing happened, right? Nothing is lighting up. Not lighting up. Not even. It's not even trying to light up. All right. This is the input. All right. And I plugged it in here. The keyboard is on. It ain't even trying to even communicate. Like, what? It's not even communicating at all. Now, maybe the reason why it's not communicating, because maybe I should turn on the laptop. Now, if it was communicating appropriately, let me see, can I guess I get it all tangled up here. Unplug the MIDI. Let's try this. Let me try this. Oops. Hold on. I got this thing all driven up. My wife always keep coming in here and moving my stuff around. So I gotta rewire stuff, put stuff back. Now, since I unplugged everything, that makes sense. No plug, no power, no nothing, right? No MIDI. You not MIDI or nothing, buddy. Now, the minute I plug this back into the USB port, this should start communicating. Hey, hello. There's two little green lights. Hi, hey, I'm here. What's up? What's up? All right, so now it's communicating. Hey, hello. Now I got MIDI. Okay. All right. I'm like, wait a minute. Like I said, my wife had came in some time ago, disconnected everything, and I thought I was connecting everything back. So now, the JV10, MKS, keyboard, software, they all having a conversation. So they're talking, right? You know, on my JV10, MKS, green light on, communicating. All right. Now let me see something. Now, this is plugged in. Hold on, let me see. I got this. Follow. They say follow the wire wherever it goes. Wherever the wire goes, you go. Okay, so I got the split. I feel the split in my hand. I got the split. Input and output. I have the split in my hand. Alright, so that means I must have an input over here somewhere. I'm holding on to. Ah, there it goes. This must be the input. Plug in. Yep, there's the input right here. So got the split. Alright, got the split here. Alright, so I got the split. Actually, I should have just left where I had it at. Alright, I got the split. Alright, this is the input. So where did the output go? Alright, so the output went, I believe, I have a reason to believe it went into, I want to say it went into the JV10. Because remember, I said the JV10 has the only input, output, and through. So let me go back there and look. I'm pretty positively sure, 100%, that my output is going into the JV10. So I'm gonna go take a sneak peek. All right. And I think that's how I got it rigged up. Let me see here. The split. Yep, I see the split. Yep, it's in the through. Oh, it's in the through. Snap. Okay, hold on. It's in through. Wow, really? That menu actually really worked in the through? Hold on, y'all. I might be able to do something here. It's in the through. Let me unplug it. It's in the through on my JV10. Let me unplug it. And that means I got an output. So let me see some. No MIDI. Ha! Alright, let me plug it back in. Let me put that back into the through mode. So that's in the through. So now I'm left with an output. Now, okay, wait a minute. This might actually work. So if that's the case, I'm thinking out loud. If that's the case, I got an output left over. So this MIDI should, or it's supposed to, work without that box. And I'm hoping that it's gonna communicate. All right, let's try it out. Let me try, because this might solve my problemos. Then I guess I just have to keep this as an extra. I'm gonna turn on my laptop. It might make some noises. All right, hold on. Let's see something. This magically might help my situation. All right, so gotta wait till it boot up. That's the old Dell. So now I have one plug-in left over. But here's my thing. I'm trying to figure out, will it communicate? Alright, we're gonna find out in a minute. Let's see if this doggone thing gonna communicate. I never thought I had a loose. That was interesting. So I'm gonna go. Okay, now laptop compute is now communicating with one green light. If it can communicate with two green lights, we in. It's got to communicate with two, not one. So right now, laptop on. So hold on. Laptop on. Let me see if I can bring the software up. Let's see if we can bring the software up. Now, sometimes the software will communicate along by itself, but right now it's only showing one green light. One green light still blinking, so it means it's communicating somewhere. So it's still blinking slowly. So let me open up the software. Let me see. This will be, man, it'll be solve my problem, I think. Okay, so it's telling me to connect to this device. Okay, so I just told the laptop to communicate to the device. No sound, why not? See, that was what got me. No sound. Now I have MIDI on here. It's not communicating, so let me see. Let's see if this will communicate with the output. Because now JV10 is saying, hey, I got something for you. Come over here and check me out. Now let's see if this is going to be the moment of truth. But I believe I had tried this before and it didn't work. Well, let's see. So I need to go to output. Let's try the output over here on the JB10. And I could have sworn I tried it and it didn't work. Now I'm holding the input. All right. Now let's see if this thing works. Still didn't work. I'm confused. Why? Why? Why is it not working, y'all? Somebody tell me why it's not working. It's not picking this up at all. Why? Okay, maybe because I think I got an idea. I got an answer to it. Hold on, let me think. Why is it not communicating? Is it because? All right. So hold on. I'm wondering the reason why it's not communicating. Remember, the output is in the JB10. It's still blinking green. So that means I still got to communicate to the keyboard. So output. This is not going to work because I'm thinking, why is it not working? This is output. So this one is plugged in to the JB10. No, this is confusing. Okay, so this is one I said earlier was plugged into the through. That means that this should have worked through the output on the now. So that means I have to add another plug-in. Let me try this on through, y'all. That will be very shocking. Let me try this. Let me try it. Don't hurt to try. It's still not communicating. Why is not communicating, y'all? I don't get it. It's supposed to communicate. Now, is maybe my through turned off on the keyboard? Then that probably would make sense because if my through maybe turned off on the keyboard, then that probably would make some sense that this thing ain't gonna work. But I had it working before. Y'all. I shown up did. Alright. So, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I had it working. And I would have thought that this would communicate. So, let me see something. Hold on. So output. But that would be dumb because I already have the input already used. Through was already used. And then it was just the output on the JB10. I would have thought that this would have started communicating. But no, it's not communicating. But it has to be able to communicate to the keyboard, that's for sure. And that's why I was trying to figure out when does this come into play? Because this would have probably worked if I had more outputs on the keyboard. That's what I'm trying to figure out. All right, y'all. I am done with this part, but I'm done. I'm so done. I don't know how my wife disconnected, and I don't remember how I actually did this in the first place. I had everything lined up, like I said, and I would have thought. Okay, hold on, my boy. Hold on, my boy. So maybe I should take this out of the JB10 output and go through on the keyboard. I don't think I tried that yet. So let's go out, take this output. Maybe I should through on here on the keyboard. Maybe that might work. I don't think I tried that. Alright, let's see if we communicate now on the keyboard on the through mode. And you have to use the through mode, output mode on here. Let's see if it read this. So I'm gonna go through on the keyboard, and I was wondering if my through was turned off. Then I might have to go into the keyboard. Didn't read it, still ain't reading it. It ain't reading it. I'm lost. I'm lost in the woods. Alright, now let me get to practicing now, because I tried. I tried and I tried and nothing working. It did before and now nada. Nothing working, nothing. Alright, what's this thing saying? Right, yep, nothing is working. Right, so it's not reading it. Now for sure, it's reading this. Now I can still do the same work. It won't be. It won't light up with me playing over here. It's only going to let me do it over here on Cordy. So that's the only thing I've been tripping off of. How do I do this? How do I do this? Now, I forgot I had this. Now, I forgot I had this, but I don't know how to work this. I'm not sure. Do I plug this into the but then this doesn't have MIDI plug-in on this one. I don't even see a MIDI hookup on here. The Scarlet. Oh, wait a minute. I do see this thing on here. Hold on. I think this one. Before I even go any further, where is it? Hold on. What's that little thing I saw? Oh, there it is. I'm not sure how to do this, y'all. I'm just. Oh, hold on. What? That one. And then it has the other one. Okay, wait a minute. Let's see. Hold on. I've got. I'm not savvy with this, but I'm like, something gotta work. Something has got to work. Anyway, I'm lost, y'all. Somebody help me. Somebody help me. Cause I don't get it. And so I guess my whole game is I don't want to keep pulling the plug from here unless I have to rewire it some other different way. And I don't remember how I did it. So I don't want to be spending hours and hours on this, but there's got to be a way to fix this. Fix my problems. So anybody know how to do it? Y'all walk me through, do a video or something, like a short or like a little short video on how I can have two things MIDI at the same time. Like I said, I have done it before when I first wired this long time ago, but after I had come back off of my illness, I had rewired it back, but I thought that I was rewiring it back the same way I had it the first time, and I couldn't find out. Guess not. All right. So, anyways, that's what I was trying to do. Was now I can still do my work over here, but the only thing is now I have to do a line out, and I can still hear the music. But the problem is I can't move my music from here to the keyboard without me having this to be able to communicate. I can do it only if I totally 100% disconnect the Cordy. I would have to take Cordy all the way out the mix. Cordy would have to just be unplugged, unfortunately. But then I'm only gonna be able to get my keyboard sound versus me picking up using the MKS or the JB10. So, all right, that's where I'm at, y'all. All right, let me practice. I just wanted to kind of run through this real quick because maybe somebody else out there may know how to wire this up, but I'm lost to it now. I'm lost. All right, now I got static on my. All right. So in other words, I don't have to do line in over here. I'll still be able to do the work, but it would just have to be line in, line out, and that kind of sucks. Well, not really. I don't say it that way. Maybe it's just the work of me having to go this other angle. But my whole idea was I wanted to pull the music from the software to the computer. I mean to my keyboard, as I once upon a time used to do. Now you can't do it unless I go line in. Now if I do line in, then it would only communicate from this angle. But y'all hear that? Uh, now it will communicate only this way. And that is without the MIDI. And then I thought when I looked inside the little thing for me to go device, it's already lit up. It's already telling me, hey, you're already. Now I could go that route, but I still get MIDI over here. I still can select whatever it is that I want to learn to mess with. And then it will play it, but it's not what I wanted it to do. Actually, I wanted it actually to come through the board. Sound, come on. This is not the way I wanted it to do, but I wanted to actually come through the board so you can hear the actual board itself. But I can't figure out how to MIDI it to do that. Other than the fact that I would have to disconnect Cordy and then run this MIDI and then it will run through the board. That's kind of what I was trying to do. So. Somebody trying to access my bank account? Good luck. I'm trying to access my bank account. It's locked. He was trying to access my bank account. Did my wife take my bank card? She's like, I'll be right back. I wonder if she's trying to access my bank. Well, she would have called me by now. Hey, babe, unlock the bank. Your bank card. Somebody trying to access my bank account. Good luck. Not gonna be able to access my bank account. It's locked. It's on lock mode. It's on lockdown. So yeah. So this is the thing I was trying to figure out how to do. So maybe y'all out there who's musically savvy, who was trying to access my bank account? Okay. All right. They can't get to it. Somebody's trying to get in my bank account. Good luck. Alright. What was I thinking about doing? Did I move that tune up here? I'm trying to see. I was looking for something one day. Let me turn this down just in case. Okay, that's that one. I'm looking for something I was gonna rehearse over. That's that one. That one. So if you're a beginner musician, you try to learn how to practice or learn stuff. Do one song at a time or two songs at a time. That'll get you dope for sure. Now, again, I would say you don't have to play like somebody, but if you want ideas, there's nothing wrong with that. My play-by-sight addresses chords. So, for example, if you want to learn how to play some nice chords, and play-by-sight edition 1 and 2, and my 3, I'm working on that. Man, what I put in there. And all 3 of these books is just ridiculously dope stuff. You'll thank me later. So if I want to learn something and I'm seeing somebody doing something, now if you try to mimic um, or copycat or whatever you want to call it, I always say this. My chord book addresses chords because I'm sitting here all the time practicing. Well, not all the time, but when I'm practicing, my hands fall to chord. If I fall to a chord that somebody's doing, it's not because I copycatted it, it's because I already know the chord. I've been playing it, I've been transcribing it for years. So when somebody uses an idea or uses these chords you may hear, it's already because I already know them. So it's like, so don't think I'm copycatting. Now it's the idea of capturing. Oh wow, okay, that's how you. Okay, that's his approach on how you. Oh, that's how you use that chord right there like that. That was the chords I already know. It's not chords that I'm copycatting from somebody. It's chords I already know. It's like what? Um. So yeah, just wanted to throw that out there because people be tripping. You know, so that depends on what key he's doing it. Maybe you know. Hello. Now, musicians, do we play? When I say this, do we play the song exactly how it's supposed to be? Most of us don't. Most of us take the song when we hear it. If we hear the way the artist did it, then we may play the song the way the artist did it. But not all of us can do it because some of us do not have either the time or the energy, or maybe we just lazy and we just can't get it down to the ground. So we'll go around the song and be creative and do it in our own way. So other people might think, oh my God, you really play that song. But if they really sit there and listen to the album, they'll be like, wait a minute, you didn't play that song the way they did it. So just to answer that question, for some people, my wife often used to ask me, why they don't play this song the way it goes? This ain't the way this song supposed to go. Now, to get the understanding of what chords are all about, I put them in the book so y'all can specifically know what the chord is. Okay, what is the chord that we hear our favorite musicians doing, right? You know, so it's a D flat minor 6 voicing. Again, like I said, it's you getting to understand. Right, chords I play in maybe another song that I use the idea of voicing. Right, so this is D flat minor 6 voicing. We might heard this in another song. I love you. There it is right there. D flat minor 6 voicing. Now this time, in this case, we're putting the minor. I'm putting the minor chord in the right hand. Okay, and then I'm putting what I call the major second in the left hand. And I said this earlier in all of my other videos, and you may hear me repeat this a lot, that musicians can find more than one way to play the same chord. It might sound differently. In this case, we had the minor chord in the right hand, but what if we put the minor chord in the left hand? And now that is an E flat. I'm sorry, E 6/9 sharp 11. But it was about what was the next note you will place in the other hand. That will give you the chord that you have. Right, the minor seconds, and then we have the minor third. But it's the minor chord in the left hand. Ruben sister first, second first. And now I've got the right hand. And I know David Jackson when he did. I know. And we do this in preacher chord. It's more than one way to play the same chord. In case y'all do nothing. Minor 6. Minor 6. And then what we're doing is just adding the 6 in that scale with D flat. Minor 6. So I may play chords, or I may have played lots of chords. I may have transcribed a lot of chords over the years, and so if someone plays something that I'm familiar with, and sometimes they might play something that I'm familiar with, but they did it differently. So now, because he's in a different key of doing his song. Alright, so C sharp or D flat minor 6 chord. Let me turn in my head and doing this way. Let me slide this over. Alright, my wife left for a bit, but this is my practice time. But when I'm alone, but sometimes she can come home and be bothering me about something that sometimes it's not even, she just want to bother me just because. So she left for some reason. So we went from the minor 6 voicing. I thought I heard it go up. Let me see. Do I want to play it with both hands? I guess E flat minor 9. I'm sorry, E flat minor, no. E flat 9 sus4. So he's just going. And it's funny because how he used his left hand. And it comes down. Everybody play things differently. Now, if my mind would have said kind of somewhat the same thing, but and I probably would have wanted to make my other finger go. Maybe he might have fingered it that way, I don't know. Because if I'm playing this voicing here, this is the minor 6 voicing. So my hand may move. You know what I'm saying? I went to A flat. Now we already know the chord that he's playing was. So you know, hold on. What was the chord? To an E flat major. Even though I was playing, let's just say I was thinking about the 7 sus4 voicing. It's E flat 7 sus4 chord, but he's going to this move. And so either he's doing it like this, and then moving his hand, or he might do this, or he might do this. It all depends, because what he's about to do next was where he's going next. So whatever the next one. All right, so let's see. We had the E flat. The first chord was, I said, the minor 6. So that part will make sense because of the melody line. Left hand just moving. Minor 6. Somebody said, how do you make get your left hand to be good? How do you strengthen your left hand to become better? Is practice with your left hand. Back to the 6 minor. Go to second version of the A flat major 7. And then go E flat F sharp major 7, second version. I'm just playing around with the chord. Now I want to go to this chord. Making it up. So you can train your hand to do that. Whatever your right hand can do, that's the same chord, y'all. You just put it in the left hand, the same chord. A lot of right hand just, or whatever. So whatever your right hand can do chord-wise, your left hand can do it. I'll let my left hand do it. Whatever my left hand can do, whatever my right hand knows how to do, I'm now making my left hand do it. That's how you strengthen your left hand. And lately I've been allowing my left hand to lead out. So if my left hand start going, my right hand follows. Right hand follows. Right hand follows. The right hand follows. My left hand leads, and my right hand follows. Now I know sometimes in music, and playing certain things, you know, both hands is going simultaneously at the same time. But in certain songs, now if I want to be flavorable with it, then not so much flavorable, but just changing the situation. Together. I might go right hand first, then left hand, right hand. So no, you can switch up, cause that's kind of well, I don't want to say that word. I'm gonna leave that part. I'm gonna say it this way. That would separate you from other people's style of doing things, but at the end of the day, whether you play straight, when we say straight, this means everything's straight. And no kind of changes whatsoever. You playing the song, I love you, Lord, I love you, you just straight, I love you, Lord, today because you cared for me in a such a special way. Everything, everything is together. You're not being flavorful. You just kind of. And don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with that per se, right? I say per se. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If you're a straight shooter, that's okay. All right, you can be a straight shooter, no big deal. But probably to other people's ears, it might sound boring. Even if you got all the nicest chords you can come up with, you know. Even if you have all of the nicest chords, it can become annoying because you're not switching up. So if I were to play the same song, I love you, Lord, I'm not doing the same thing. I'm now change it up to. I'm not being too bored, so I'm not making everything straight. I'm keeping you curious about what am I about to do next. What does this do? I'm keeping you curious, like, oh man, what he finna do? You know what I'm saying? Instead of me just keeping it straight. I love you, Lord. I love you, Lord. I love you, Lord, today because you care for me in such a special way. And if you I had everything is just straight and nothing wrong with it. Don't get me wrong, your chords might sound nice. You might sound sweet. You might sound nice. I'd say you're going to sound nice. You're going to have some nice chords to play, but change it up. So, you know, like, I love you, though. Keep your views. Keep them on their toes. Like, oh. You know, keep them on their toes. Keep them on their toes. Like, so they don't know what you're about to do as a surprise, and you know. You know, kid. I mean, you don't have to put all your business out there. You know, but you know, you don't have to, you know, put everything out there, but you know, come, you know, keep it. Keep them on their toes. I'm not sure. What is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? Oh, you know, keep them on their toes. So it's kind of like listening to our favorite musician. What are they finna do next? Like, what are they gonna do surprisingly to this song? You know, so I don't know what he was gonna do next, right? I'm not sure what he's about to do next, you know, but I want to be surprised. All right, what are you gonna do next? Wait, I missed it. What was that? Sometimes we hit the chord twice to go to the next move. Let me see. if he's about to go. Alright, I think that's what he's doing. Keeping me on my toes, like, wait, hold on. Right? Because we were here. And then I think he's going. Let me see what was he about to do then. Get my ears together here. Every chord he playing is in my book, y'all. So he's doing his minor move and heading to the minor F6/9 voicing, which is, wait a minute. Let me see, I guess we do it here. F-6. So let me see. Get my head together here. And then what was it? That I thought I heard it good. Let me see if I heard that correctly. Alright, then make sure I'm hearing that right. And then I thought I heard him go on. Ah, missed it again. He's doing it. I thought I heard him go up, but that wasn't that. Hold on. One more time. Sometimes it take me a minute. My ears be messed up sometimes. Okay, got you. Okay. I know I wasn't tripping. Yeah, there it is. I think that's what I'm hearing. Kind of like a 7, E flat 7, 9, flat 5, flat 9 actually. Because we were here. So let me see. And then almost like a diminished almost actually, but so I guess we call it E flat 7. But I think he's hitting this chord. Let me make sure. Make sure I'm hearing this right. Alright, it's the minor chord. Okay, and then it's going. minor 6. I think that's how he's doing it. And then, all right. Sometimes it taking me a minute. Yeah. That's crazy. It's a diminished book, but I think. Alright, so the more you practice. Fingers come to it. Yeah. Okay, so the first chord, right? We established that's the minor move. Chapter number 3 in the very first book. Now we actually have the minor 6. Now we talking about the minor chord. It's a triad. I have it in chapter 3 in my first book. Now we have the minor 6. And I came out with my second edition book in the same year. Alright, so now let's go over here and look for the minor 6 chord in the book. Alright. Let me see what chapter is to fall on. Y'all gonna thank me later. Alright, get the book. I promise y'all, get the book. Alright. Okay. The other chord I had played was the 9 sus4 chord. That's on chapter 3. My 6-9 is chapter 2. So let's go chapter 3 is the 9 sus4 chord. That's the next chord I believe we was about to go and play. So let me see, where's our 6-9? I mean, where's our minor 6? I forget what chapter this is actually on. I'm pretty sure I did the minor 6, or which is the major 6. If I didn't get the minor 6 in here, then I'll do the minor 6. I'm gonna try to do it. I guess I'll try to squeeze it in the next book. I thought I did the minor 6 in here. Thought I did. Thought I did. 6-9. Minor 7-11. Major 9. Ooh, I didn't do the 6. Oh man, I guess I didn't, y'all. I could have sworn I thought I did the minor 6. Maybe I didn't. Maybe it was in my mind to do it and Yep, okay, so the minor 6 didn't make it in here. That's also the most important chord too. Gonna get a witness that God is good. Now, without the bass line, that's the minor 6. Okay, so maybe I'll add that to my next book or so. It's the minor 6 dropping. Transpose. So your minor 6 move and you preach a chord. I could have sworn I didn't do the minor 6. Oh man, that's terrible. Okay, I'm gonna try to put this in my next book. I'm probably gonna be over my page count, but they might charge me more. Technically it actually is in there. Actually, it will be under the 9 chord. For sure, it's under the 9 chord. That will be, I call this the 9 chord. I literally just saw that. It's technically actually in here, but I have it as the 9 chord because of the bass line. And that's going to fall on page number 20, chapter 22. Literally, chapter 22. On page 59, and actually the chord is right here actually, but again I will do it without the bass line. Yeah, so if you want to play like the pros or sound like the pros or whatever y'all want to say, or you just want to play better, you want to improve, you got to practice. That's the bottom line. So regardless of what's going on with other musicians, what they doing, at the end of the day, all right, you still got to practice and understand. Right, I just played it. This is the F minor 6 voicing, right? Of course, there is more than one way to play that same chord. You can't just say, I'm going to learn it one way and that's it. One way and that's the highway. You can't go that route because there's more than one way musicians are playing that whatever chord that they have in mind at the time. So don't think I'm copycat because I already know the chord when I heard it. I'm like, wait, hold on, bro. It just amazes me how musicians putting this into play, or the way they're doing it, or how they arranging stuff. And then what was that other chord I said earlier? That 9 sus4. That was the first chord, the minor 6 that we just played. Da, da, da. More than one way to play that same chord. Remember, I played it this way. More than one way. Remember, I could do inversions of the minor chord. And right, that's minor 9, but y'all get the point. But if I want the minor 6, minor 6, told you it's more than one way to play the voices and chord. I ain't gonna do all this all day because that means woo. We're gonna be on this for a minute, but for me to memorize what I'm hearing. Right, here's the other chord. Right, this is the E flat 9 sus4 chord in the book. What we said, what chapter it was? 2, 3, 4. I forget what chapter it was. Once again, chapter 3. Once again, approached. These moves are approached always in a different way. Okay, the chord is right here. Literally, it's page 20, y'all. You will not. You're gonna thank me later. All right. And when I heard the chord, I said, "Okay, hold on." Yeah. So you see what I'm saying, and because I understand what's up, right? So E flat, A flat, D flat. If I can reach, I'm just making more notes. If I can reach, that's about as far as I can reach now because my fingers won't allow me to go any further unless I guess I can't reach a line. Let me see. My pinky. Oh my goodness. I can't reach it. So I can't. My reach is gonna go so far, and I can't. Oh, that set it off. Oh, there it is. Alright, there's my reach. E flat 9 sus4. I told you there's more than one way to approach the chords, right? Ooh. Get their thumb. Trying to get my thumb there right. Right. So yeah. Yeah. So it's here in the book. It's actually on page 20. I told y'all, you never know when the music's gonna play stuff. Listen, I already transcribed it. This is the first time I actually listening to this right now. This is my first time. My second time. My first time I only listened to it just to get the recording, but now it's my second time actually sitting here, or my first time actually sitting here listening to it for real, and try to see what I hear, and I'm pretty much hear what I hear. And it's not because I got perfect pitch, y'all. It's just because I said, "Oh, I know what you're doing." I might be slow with it. Alright, now what's the next move after this? back up. What was that other chord? Chord is in the book. Every chord he playing is in the book, y'all. Alright, the E flat 9 says 4. Da, da, da. And then that diminished is in the book. Triad, chapter 3. And my first book. And then this minor 6. I'm gonna put that in the book. But like I said, this is more than one way to approach this thing, but and then it's going right. Actually he's playing a 6/9, A flat 6/9. I probably would have put that at the top. Because I hear that coming too. Right? A flat 6/9. I already know these chords. And if you hit the E flat, I already know you can hit the E flat at the top. Yeah, so I told you. And then we yeah. Alright. We literally just played this. Can I get it with it? D flat 6/9. D flat minus minus 6. I'm sorry. D flat minus 6. We literally just played it. If I'm in the A flat, can I get it with it? Thank God it's good. That would have been a bass line here. But he's on this bass line doing it. Alright, so, but we was playing the A flat 6/9, right? Now that's another boom. I don't think he's gonna go there, but this is E major 7 flat 5. So I do these chords if I'm on the organ. What's up? Or I go. The first you hear me. D flat major 6, then the minor 6. It's then like a little worship thing, but you playing this over the A flat, so. Major 6. A flat that 2. also to a B flat minor 7/11, but that's because I'm playing the perfect fifths and the perfect fourth. That's the reason why. 6/9, B flat minor 7/11. Now earlier it was without my perfect fifth. Now I'm doing the octaves now. Now that makes me play that major six voicing, major six. Nope, none of that right yet. Do a little extra. Now I'm giving you the 6/9. Now it turns into the minor 7/11. Oh, you can do that too, which is the major 7 flat 5, and then to the minor. Now because I'm then I changed it. Now instead of going to the minor 6, now we're playing the B flat minor 7/11. Whatever you want to do. 6/9, or you do it that way too. And then here's another thing too. I gotta stop doing this, y'all. Major 9, 13. It doesn't matter which one I'm doing. That one, it don't matter. Either way, they sound pretty. Oh, this one. So anyway, I should have started that. That's my bad. Let me see. I'm gonna go back to what I was doing. And then that's when we'll go here. Oh, I'm sorry. That's when we go here. My bad. Yeah, y'all was right. And then it goes here. Yeah. I almost forgot where we was at. I got carried away with the other stuff. Yeah, so you see what I'm saying? He's going. I told you the A flat. So I knew where we was going, right? So that whole thing, slowly. Right. And then he comes with this. Right. That's just A flat. When we talk about learning stuff, and you want to learn stuff, these chords in the book, every one of them. That's funny. Oh, I forgot the one chord. Oh, I did do the other one. Yeah. slowly in my mind. Because I'm trying to figure out how you figure that. And then, may the force be with me. Lil Twain. Alright, so that is the E flat 7 sus4. I told you earlier. You have the 9 in the sus, the 9. You have the 7 sus4, and then you have the 9 sus4. So he's going we're learning some step by step. When you hear the chord, it's like what? Okay. My book is not gonna lie to y'all. I got the chords in the book, and that is over at chapter number the first book, chapter number 5. Chapter 5. All right, that's the sus chords, sus4 chords, sus2 chords, and the 7 sus4 chords. Chord wise, and he's doing that with the left hand, by the way. Yeah. 7 sus4 chord. Whatever you can do with the right hand, chord wise, y'all, you can do it with your left. Let me see. This is about 8 minutes and 25 seconds, so I want to see, can I get it up at least to 25 seconds of this madness. I haven't turned on muscle memory, y'all. I'm actually just doing it as I go. Good luck to me, like I said. But I think the more I do it, what? Now, you know, guys, like I said, some of us, we got ears for it, some of us, we don't. But, like I said, my chord book is going to get you there, if you want to be there. So, let me see. Alright, so he's going to that 6-9. I told you earlier. 6-9. Actually, which 6-9 we want to do? There it is, 6-9. 6-9. Now, so many ways you can play the 6-9. I think that's the one I hear. My ears hear top, bottom, and if I hear the top and the bottom, generally usually my ears hear the bottom first, and then I hear the top, and then hopefully my fingers might fall. Hopefully, my fingers might fall because I played the chord before, so I'm like, he's got to be playing a 6-9 voicing. Alright, alright, A flat attitude. Oh, hold on. Did we lose YouTube? Oh, I think my wife called earlier. Hold on, my bad. Sorry about that. Y'all was all blacked out. Let's go back to the top for those ones who didn't see what I was doing, but I know y'all probably heard me, but so, as I was saying, Melody Life. Going up to the -6. 6. C sharp -6 or D flat -6, whatever key I want to say we in. Right, this is the same thing, 7 sus4 voicing, but we added the 9 to the scale, which is the 2 in that key. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that made me play the what? E flat 9 sus4. Oh, it's the 7 there, but because of the continuous and the number sus 8, 9, even though my 1 was 1, now is now number 8. 2 is now 9. Y'all get it in the scale? 3 is now 11. I mean 10. 4 is now 11. 5 is 12. 6 is 13. 7 is now 14. And then we're back to the 1. So yeah, so he's doing this thing. Minus 6 to E flat 9 sus4 tremendous move. I think he probably do. Now I think he might kind of hit this. Something like that. Maybe if he did that, that would be an E flat 7 with a flat 9 and F minus 6. And then we come out of that and he's gonna go the 6 9. Right now we're back to the minus 6 voicing A flat. And then he's gonna go whatever the words they say. I lift my hands and toe. I think that's what I'm hearing him saying in the background, the singing. I lift my hands and toe. Now we're going to Aberration, which is gonna play the big board chords. I think I had played it a minute ago and y'all probably didn't notice it, but it was basically A flat major 9 with the sus4. I think y'all probably heard me doing it, I think. But it's the power chord. Using E flat. Alright, now, did I put this chord in the book? I'm trying to remember. The major 9 with the sus4. Let me think. I probably did not. I might have gotten close to that chord actually. Let me see here. What was it? The major 9 sus4. If I didn't do it, I guess I'll do it then. Hold on. Major 9 sus4. Did I not put that in there? Bruh. Okay, maybe I didn't do it. I don't see it right off. I may have done it in the new book. If not, I might squeeze it in the new book. Like I said, it's probably gonna cause me to have to pay more money for this book, but I ain't rich, y'all. But these are chords I play, and that's funny because okay, anyway. So our power chord movements are our perfect fourths, fifths, and perfect fourths are in chapter number 18 in my very first book, where I explained to y'all the minor second, the major second, and the third, minor thirds, and so forth and so on in chapter 18, y'all. 18. That's why I'm like, wait, hold on, I heard that chord. I can hear the bottom all day, right? So it was a matter of which chord we playing. And they're using the E flat to do this voicing, but now this wasn't what I was talking about doing, y'all, when I said I do not own the rights to the music that I'm hearing. Has nothing to do with this. This is me just trying to give my own reaction or get an understanding on what I'm thinking I'm hearing. But I was gonna play some other stuff that I might get a YouTube strike for because, yeah. Anyway, but this type of stuff is in the book. I should be a keyboard player one day. What's the other chord after this? I don't forgot. I forgot. Okay, yeah. Okay. I don't have it memorized, y'all. So let's see. I'm just kind of doing it as I go. And then we're going to the 6/9. Island. My hand. And toe. A flat. Add to it. A flat major 9. Sus 4. You know what? All right. So I don't forget. All right. So I don't forget. Um, I probably more than likely have already transcribed these chords elsewhere in my main book, the main book. But I'm gonna just go ahead and do it my thing. Okay. So we had earlier in this route. All right. So. Um, all right. And then we had that's the -6 in that movement. All right. And then we go to in this version, which I told you it's already in my book already. We just didn't add the top note. Okay. And then the next move was now when me doing this is gonna help me remember it now. So he's gonna do this move. I believe he did this. And he came up to it. I'm saying, what did I just say? So maybe the -6 that way. Okay. And then, oh, did I play that chord wrong? Hold on. Yeah, I think I did it right. Oh my, yeah. It's still a diminished. Still, I could have did it that way too. But I thought I heard this. Alright. Okay, so all of that. Alright. And then we come out. And then we come out. And then we come out. Right, so that's the next move. Alright, so that's the next move. I have these chords already, but I'm just gonna do it the way I think I hear him doing it. And may the force be with me. So we got this one. Right, so that's the next chord, which is the -6 I told you earlier. It's in the book already. Actually, it's in my book, but I use the bass line. In this case, we're not gonna use the bass line in this one. So da da da. All right, this is the triad. This is also in the very first book, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it in this route. Basically building chords as I play them, literally from a song. All right, so now what we going after that? I forgot. Oh, then he does that little twang. All right, and then he does his little twang. All right, that's in the book, right? But I'm gonna go ahead and do the song like this, step by step. Now, about that twang part. All right, about that twangy part. Okay. All right. I didn't put the twangy twang in there, but you just pretty much, Can't put that in a book that way because people probably will not understand what that is. All right. All right. So. All right, and we already did that chord, right? And oh, that's the start of the song. And so I live by hand, right? So let's see how I'm playing that one. He played the same thing. I live by hand. So he went back to the 6/9. All right. Let me see. I don't want to duplicate the same chord that I already played it already. She already put it in here. I think I did already. Alright, so I got that chord there. So I already have that one. I live by hand. Hold up. I live by hand. Okay. I already have this in the book. I don't want to duplicate this again, but just to say I'm building this song. Just to say if I want to build this song in the book. This hypothetically. I already have it. So let me see. Let's find our major add 2 in here. Let's find it. I know I have it a few times that I had to do the major add 2s in here. So let me see which one I have. This one. Okay, that's that one. And then let's see, do I have the other one? So this one here, I have that version. It's chapter 11. Let's see what I did in chapter 12. Alright, I have that one in that version. Okay, so this version I'm doing it in the new book. Alright, cool. Alright, so in the new book, I got this version. Now, let me verify that. Let me verify that over here. Oh, Mama Mac didn't wake up right away. So, hold on. Is she gonna wake up or what? Let's see. She waking up? Mama Mac, you gonna wake up today? Come on, Mama Mac. Mama Mac didn't wake up. I'm surprised. She's not recognizing me right now. Mama Mac, come on, wake up. I know you hear me. Mama Mac, I know you hear me. Hello? Hello? She don't want to wake up. She got her own timing when she want to wake up. Hello? Hello? Mama Mac, can you hear me? I know you hear me over there. She playing right now. Mama Mac, come on, wake up. You've been sleeping all day. Come on, Mama Mac, wake up. Okay, I guess I have to wait till she wake up. She over there taking a nap. But I'm sure I have this version in the next book. You know what? Hold on. This is Mama Mac taking her sweet old time. Let me see here. Mama Mac over here is taking her sweet old time. She's like, bro, please. I'm taking my nap. You leave me alone. Hold on. Well, she probably. Come on, Mama Mac. You don't want to wake up? Come on, I'm here. Hello. I know you hear me. Hello. Mama Mac don't want to wake up, y'all. All right, so let me go over here to iPaddy. Pitsy bad. Let me see why she probably gonna wake up and as soon as I get already all the way over here. Oh, who's calling? Wifey. Oh, snap. Now she wanna wake up because I hear her over here now. Allah. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, what you doing? You off tonight, right?
Yeah, what's up?
Bringing up a sandwich. Turner.
What?
I'm gonna have a sandwich.
A sandwich? Think I'm a...
Sandwich.
Why I gotta have a sandwich?
You wanna have the ribs?
Yeah, I'm gonna eat this food in here. What you talking about? No, I'm in here practicing.
All right. I have 500 for you, buddy.
All right, good luck.
I agree.
Okay, so let me see. I made you add 2. So let me see. She taking her sweet old time to wake up. So I ain't got time to be waiting for her to wake up over there. All right, a major add 2s. What chapter did I put it in? Okay, let me see. Did we? Where's the mouse at? Hey, where are you? It's supposed to be over here. Where are you? Where'd the mouse go? Bro. Oh, now it's time to act funny now? Okay, hold on. Is it over there? Where is it at? Where are you? Why my mouse is tripping? Hold on. Where are you at? I was like, where'd the mouse go? Okay, she acting funny. Okay, hold on, y'all. Alright, so let me find out what chapter I put the major add 2 in. Alright, chapter 1, we got the dope chord there. Another dope chord here. Chapter 3, and we're looking for the major add 2. I thought I really, bro. Come on, y'all. What are you tripping on? Chapter 4. I know I could have sworn I did that. I did the other major add 2. But did I go through this fast? I'm probably passed right on by it. Let me see. Major add 2s. All the rest of these chords I'm putting in this other book is just killing. Okay, okay. Major add 2, chapter number 10. Come on. Is my mouse doing that? My mouse doing that? Okay, so chapter 10. So major add 2. It must be this one. Which one is this? Okay, that's the other one. Alright, so do I do another major add 2? Major add 2 there. Alright. Man, I better have did this one. But that's like the number 1 chord. Can't believe I didn't do it. I can't believe I didn't do it. Got so many chords in this thing, it's still loading. It's still loading, y'all. So taking a minute here. Major add 2. I could have sworn I did this version 2. Still loading. Alright, still loading up. What? I didn't do it? No. No. Are you serious, bro? I can't believe I didn't do it, y'all. Hold on. Let me got a couple more chapters to go here. Major's add 2. Major got an attitude. We gotta have that one in here for sure. This one we're doing right now, I could have sworn I did it. Okay, chapter 29. What's this one? Major add 2. Oh, okay. Hold on. That's the other one. I don't want to duplicate what I did already. This one is that version. I'll make sure I'm not duplicating it again. Like, bro, this one right here, we got to have this one in the book. Are you for real? Bro. Okay, so I'm not repeating that one for sure. Okay, chapter 11. Okay, I'm using the sus. Okay, I'm using the major on that one. How about this one here? And then what? I can't believe I actually didn't put this other sus major add 2 in the book, y'all. This is unbelievable. I mean, like President Trump. Unbelievable. This is unbelievable. This is unacceptable. Unbelievable, y'all. This is just unbelievable. What? I did not put this major attitude in this book. Unbelievable. Hold on, let me look at this one here. This is the main one. This should have been in the book. Unbelievable. Alright, so let me see here. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna have to put that chord in here. Unbelievable. I can't believe I didn't do it. What? Okay, I'm only on chapter 29. Hold on. That's chapter 29. Come on now, Bishop Tracy Clark, a.k.a. I ain't no way you could have not put that voice in there. So what happened? Okay, we have this one. Unbelievable. What? 33. How about chapter 34? Chapter 35. What? 36. Okay, 37. What? 38. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna have to do it on chapter 29. Actually, I'm gonna have to put this as chapter. Guess we'll reach our chapter 39, 40. No, 30, 39. I guess I'll push it on 39, y'all. Unbelievable. I can't believe I didn't put this chord in the book, y'all. That's like the top-notch chord on the planet. One of them, actually. Come on, Mama Mac. What's up with you? Why you ain't waking up? I had to go wake her up. Oh, she was way all the way asleep. She went all the way to the sleep. Mama Mac went way to the sleep for sure. All right, come on, Mama Mac. Come on back home now.
LG channels. Free on LG channels. Item 1 of 17. Reason to PC.
Okay. You gonna let me in now?
HDMI 1 Apple.
Yes, Mama. Come on. Let me in. What? No signal. What y'all mean no signal? Oh, there we go. Oh, she got me locked out now.
Loading.
I know you loading. You locked me out. She locked me out, y'all. She done went to sleep and locked me out. Alright, there we go. We in. Alright, so let's build that chord. We're going to put it on page 88. Alright, let's drop that chord down here on page 88. No, 82. Oops, I passed it up. We're going to put it on page 82. One page down. Alright, I need to steal this one. I'll steal this guy. So steal this whole thing right here. Whoop, can't steal it until I unlock it. Alright. Can I still steal it? Copy. Alright, we'll lock this up. We're gonna build this chord right here now. And page 83. No, 82. Just drop this right here. Oh, come on. No? Uh-oh. Gotta go back up. Wouldn't let me steal it. Try to steal it again. Alright, let me leave that unlocked just in case. Hold on. Bye, y'all. There we go. Alright, and then we're gonna make this chapter 39. We might go 40. I might go ahead and push 40, y'all. If another chord come to my mind. What other chord did I say that I didn't do in the book? Alright, so we're gonna drop this one now. So we got the minor third. We're gonna call this what we said we was calling this? This is this though. Why is it? Hold on, y'all. I think I did this. Hold on. I did do this. Hold on, y'all. I'm tripping. I ain't doing this again. Hold on. Hold on. I could sworn I did this. What chapter we said that was? I ain't doing this again. Cause I was using this. What voicing I was using? I forgot. Yeah, I was using the 7 sus 4 chord. Okay, so that's the sus 2 voicing. This one is using. Okay, so this one using the major voicing. Okay, so hold on. This one using the major voicing. And this one, that's chapter 10, chapter 11, using the sus 2 voicing. And then this one is using the sus 4 voicing. Okay. So I did do it. Okay. Now, wait a minute now. I sworn I saw it earlier in the book already. So let me go back to the book. Hold on. And what chapter we said that I saw that in? Let me go back up here. I saw it in one of the chapters. Hold on. And I think I did do it in this book. I was going to. I don't want to do it again. Hold on. Could have sworn I did this one. What chapter was that in? I don't know. Oh, there it is. Chapter 29. Chapter 29. I think I did it in chapter 29. Nope. Hold on. Which version? Okay, what version did I do in this one, man? Chapter 29. What was the chapter before that? Did I do a major add to there? Okay. So the one I just saw, I want to make sure I'm not duplicating what I did in the previous book. Because I sworn this one looks almost exactly like the one I did already. Major at 2. So I'm going to make sure that one's done in the major move. Hold on. I don't want to do this again if I already did it. Sometimes the human mind. Chapter 10, right? So chapter 10, that was that version. Okay. And then chapter 11, that was using the sus 2. Okay. And then this one is using the sus 4. Okay. Alright, so this is it. This one here is a different version. Alright, approach. So I didn't do that one. So chapter 20. Alright, now we need to do the one with the 7 sus 4 voicing because that's what we're using here. Okay, so now I'm confirming that I don't have them in neither one of these books. So now let's drop down to chapter 39, I think. Chapter 39. Now we're going to put it here. Okay. Major, add 2. We want to do it major. I got it worded. Okay, so we want a major. What did I say? Major. Add 2, right? Okay, so we're gonna have the major at 2 to slide our left hand, right hand over. We're gonna slide the left hand over. We gotta get the chord inside of the diagram here. Let me make this bigger actually, so I can say what I'm doing. All right, so our left hand. I guess can I start it up here? Let me see without leaving me wrong. My A flat. No. No, A flat here. So I guess I could start it up here. I'm gonna attempt to start it here. I'm gonna make an attempt to start it up top. Okay. Move it there, amigo. And this note here. Got one note too many? Looks like I got one note too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. I got one note too many. Let me drop that. Delete. Alright, so let me make this bigger. Slide up so I can put the notes kind of in the middle. Alright, so we got the first quad in the book. Don't take me very long to get this. Now let me see. Oh, got one of them wrong. A flat. Okay, so now, hold on. That's crooked. Here we go. Alright, so well, I make it to all of the other keys, so I have to go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, cool. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. Okay, so we got this one here. The major attitude. Major got an attitude. So I got this in here now. Oh, which one actually we're doing? We actually was supposed to be doing C. Actually, I got A flat. So we need to go to C with it because I like to start on C. So we got A flat. 5 up. Okay, hold up. Okay, so we got 5 up. That's easier to go. So remember I had the third, minor third, so I'm going 5 out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now I swear I could sworn I actually have it, but the difference was I was using in the other chapter, whatever chapter it was, 29, I was using the, I forgot what chord I was using, but it wasn't the 6/9, the 7/4 voicing. Alright, so that makes me move my note back down here. It's similar to what I had already did, so this was game on because I kind of knew this already. So at this time I'm using 7/4 voicing. 7/4 voicing. Alright, make that kind of crooked. My hand, stop moving! Stop moving! My hand moving all over the place. Down some. My hands keep moving. Okay, and then let's move this. Am I close together? Yeah. All right. So my left hand, I'm gonna slide that over some, and let's change this one note. Come on. Oop, cap. Put the cap on, bro. All right. Okay, then. So we got the left hand. Let's get the right hand. Actually, let's move this chords down. So I think that's where I want to put it. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm transposing. Okay. So remember, what did we say? 5 up. 4, 5. No, we said an A flat is 5 up. I think that's what we said. 5 up. Yep. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And I understand the movement because I got a note stuck somewhere. 1, 2, 4, 5. I knew what the chord was from the gate. Got a note stuck. already because I played the chords already before, so got a note stuck somewhere. There we go. Right, so there we go. Alright, so I already knew what the chord was. I was like, hold on, my boy. So let me drop that. Drop it like, oh, come back. I'm grabbing the chord, the whole diagram. Oops. Alright, it's a 7/4 chord, as I said before. Okay, now we're good. Let me make this bigger so I can make sure. Okay, now we're going to bring the right hand over. And now let's put the chord there. And voila! Right there we have it. Alright, C major, add 2. And this time we're using the secret sauce voicing. Because in the other one, in the books that I've already written already, I had them as using the major chord, add 2. It's a difference, y'all. If we listen to the difference. So this is already in the book. And then I use the sus voicing. Sus 2 voicing. And then I believe I use the sus 4 voicing. And I believe in this book on chapter 29, I forgot what voicing I used there, but I forgot how I did it, but and then this is another route that I could have used. I didn't want to put all this stuff in one book, if this is because I wanted to kind of spread stuff out, but this is the other route. Major add to the same chord, all right, and if I kept my left hand the same way, I can change it up to the sus major or all of them off the notes. Alright. And then it's a sus major. And then 7/4. This voicing too. Then this one. And then we have this voicing. This oh my goodness. Then we have this one I just did right now. And then we can go this one. Okay, and then we can go this one. This one. I'm like, oh my god. So I don't want to do all of this, but just so you know that you can do inversions. Once you know your notes, you can easily do these inversions. I just didn't want to do too many of them in one book, in one setting, because then to me that kind of defeats the purpose of me even doing that like that when there's many more other chords that we need to know and know how to play. Gotta have a swig here. All right, so I got it now locked in. So let me lock it up. And it was another chord that I was gonna go, and I was probably just gonna go for 40 pages. But I'm already pretty much have the chord in my little thing over here. But just in case I might see something over here, I'll be like, hey, let me try. Maybe I might drop something over here from this book. I mean, from me doing whatever it is I'm doing here. So I got up to like 10 measures of this right now. Let me see, but see, now he did the one I did in the book. Using the A flat substitute. Oh my goodness. Man, this is crazy. So when I go to this chapter 10, let's just go to chapter 10. Because he's doing A flat major add 2, and he literally did that on chapter 37. So I don't have to build that one because he did it. All right, and of course now I'm doing this one too. All right. So that's the next one I'm putting in the next way of doing it. So yeah. And then you know you have this one here. It's already in the book. So I said the sus4, then your sus2, and the 7 sus4 voicing. And then I told you can use the major voicing too as well. So it's like, what? Bro. Oh my god. Bro. Like, you know, you can go on and on with this. Alright, so I'm trying to drop chords in the book. So that way, we're gonna have these chords. Now, to go back to try to remember everything I just said you did. And then, I think, and then, and let me see. I live my hand into the aberration unto you. That's where we're at now. See, I follow where we going, because that to me would have made sense, you know, from the movement. So like I said, right? You know what I'm saying? Da, 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 da. And then, you know, right? And then back to the chord. I lift my hand and toe the aberration unto you, or me, him, or I, you, right here. Unto you. Hold on. What was that? I forgot. Because after that he goes to. It's not. Oh, okay, my bad. I did it wrong. There he goes. Then there we go. There, my bad. To you. Oh, okay. Now we're not going back to that other one. So he hits off of the E flat. I think it's E flat 7 sus4 with a flat 9. No! No! Mike Burrell, no! Don't do it. So we're here now, you know, right? Right, that's where we're at. Okay. And then we're here. Alright. That's that major 9 sus4. That's got to go in the book somewhere. Listen, I can't be doing too many pages, because now it's gonna cost me more money to put into this book. Y'all want to help me donate? Help me donate to the cause. You can. It's gonna cost me more money to keep putting more put more chapters in this book, chords in the book, because it's not gonna be cheap. I promise you that. My goal was to get to at least 88 pages, and I'm at 82 right now, and of course it's gonna take me to the page 83, so I'm getting too close to my 88 pages. But all right, here's the next crazy move. It's not crazy. It's a familiar chord. Y'all heard me playing it a lot, probably, maybe not, but it's basically the chord he played from earlier. Remember the minor 6? But then now we're gonna use the power chord and the perfect fourth, and then we're gonna do this little. Now technically that's a minor 6/9 voicing, but if you go and you do some crazy stuff like that, you changing the voicing. But let me see. So hold on. Let me see. Hold on. I'm on the wrong bass line. I'm supposed to be on E flat. My bad. And that's an E flat 9. I'm sorry, E flat 7 with the sus4 with the flat 9. And you guys heard me doing it. Remember I was doing this? Here it comes. Hear the other one. That's an E flat 9, E flat 7 with the flat 9. Now because we're dropping the power chord. Alright, we hit it with a C sharp. It's an E flat 9 with the E flat 7, sorry, with the flat 9. Alright, but where does the sus come in at, right? It's because of the. Remember, we just played it. The minor 6. Oh. And then I hit you with this. Oh. We was just doing the voicing down low. Down low. Oh my goodness, y'all. Y'all already know what's gonna happen. Y'all already peeping the game. I might even drop this chord in the book too. So, but I'm just saying. So yeah, this is your 7 sus4 with a flat 9. Alright, and I had already photoshopped the other chords. Then we talking about this one here. That's the major 7 flat 5. And that's the major voicing with the flat 9. Ooh, that's the 7 with the flat 9. And so we have the major 7. Ooh, and then we got the and then this one. And then you learn to do these 4 chord progressions. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, if you grooving on something. Okay, here's the one we're doing now. E flat diminished 7 with the sus4 with the flat 5. I did like maybe 6, 7 chords already. Like what? Yeah. So 1, 2, major 7, major 7 flat 5, and then now let's do the other one. Let's do this one here. We can do an F minor 7, 4, but we're playing around with this. Then we got the major, so we can do an F minor 7, 4, E flat 9 sus4, E flat 7 with the flat 9. What? This gets crazy. But like I said, then I got the major 7. The major, flat 9, 7 flat 9. And then you transpose. Woo! Oh, here. Did I play the other one? Oh. Yeah, I did. And then you transpose. And then you're doing the same thing. Ooh! It's just go on course, you have your diminished. All the I'm not a keyboard player, but man, I'm telling y'all this right here, this one right here took me in because I've been playing it all along, but you know. Ooh, but that's people may say if you want to play like the pros, you gotta listen to what they're doing. But get the chords though in the book. And whatever didn't make it to my book, I promise y'all, is going to make it to whatever edition book I'm gonna do. So I'm already way past my actual marker, which was supposed to be 35 pages. Or 35 chapters. I'm sorry, I keep saying pages. 35 chapters, but I went over it, and so now I'm at 39. I may push for 40. All right, and then this chord here he's doing is in the book, going into the new book, which is your 7#5 voicing. So let me see. There it is. So we have the G7#5. Okay. Now he's doing a 7#5. All right. So if I understood the assignment, I call it the assignment. So I would think of it as me doing a tritone, depending on where you want to voice it at or place it. Now, let's see where he's placing that at the top or the bottom or whatever. So he's placing it at the top. Okay. So he's not placing that chord on the bottom, he's placing it at the top. Alright, so he's placed it up. Now, if you understood, it's an augmented chord. Alright, so if you know your augmented chord, C augmented, then you know your D flat augmented. Now, because it's fancy-fieing this, we can use an F chord, but we may color it like I said. But you know, you can use the F chord, but remember we're doing augmented. We also can do this tritone here. It's two tritones put together. Now keep the top note, and all I have to do now is it's an A7#5 voicing, all by itself actually. Why is that? Because I told y'all the tritone, and now we have that major A major third in there, and now we have an A7. Now we have an F augmented chord, and because we're coloring the F augmented chord, it makes us play the A7#5. And remember, now I told you about the tritone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 now. And so that gives you the A7#5 too. It's more than one way to play the same chord. I've said this 1,000 times probably. And that's what he played there. Don't make me do it. Oh my goodness. I don't got perfect pitch, but I hear the notes because I played them before. So I'm like, what? F minor 9. No, yeah, F minor 9. Let me see how I'm doing. E flat. Okay, hold on. we're gonna play. Let me see. What's my reach? F minor 9, and you know you can play F minor 9 11 because I played these chords before, right? So I know the F minor. I'm trying to get my other hand. Mike Burrell, Jesus. That's F minor chord stretched. The root position, matter of fact, actually, well, sort of. Well, not quite the root position. Well, it's got the 1, and then that's the other move, and then so it's got that spread. That's kind of crazy how you doing that, because that's your minor chord. So you just spread the voicing and went and put that up here. Alright, and then using E flat at the top of the voice. And come back, wake up, mama. Don't go to sleep, wake back up. Come back. Come back. And she done went to sleep on me again. Now, if I can't reach it for whatever reason, I can. But I'm pretty sure now my fingers were reaching up there. F minor 9. That's another approach. Right. And I believe maybe Mike Burrell has more of a wider range hands than I do. So I might have to improvise, or I might be able to pull this off. Mike Burrell making me think about this now. So yes, I have the F minor 9 11 voicings in my book, but looking at it from this angle, that changes the whole look of how to play your minor 9 chord, minor 9, minor 9 11s. And I said you can play the same chord but different ways. All right. Okay. So let me see. Now we got. This is gonna minor 6, minor 7. I heard the minor 7 voicing, but that's why I said. Yeah. I don't have perfect pitch, y'all, but I hear top, that's it. And I heard that bottom down there. Okay, who's texting me? Okay. Oh. My bank is texting me. Alright, somebody's still trying to access my bank account. Lock! It's locked! You can't get in, fools! Yeah, power. Minus 7 voice. I had just told y'all earlier. And then I hear the pump before. Now, I'm not gonna see and photo capture this, but I mean, if I want to write, let's say I want to write the song to the way Mike Burrell did it, then I'll Photoshop this all the way to the end, but I'm trying not to. Yeah, yeah, I knew he did. Yeah, that's easy. Yeah, that was easier. Yeah, the way I did it a minute ago. So let me go back to that one I just did. I think I forgot how to get to it. Oh, I did it. Okay. Let me see. I think I missed the E flat. Let me do it with the E flat on there. I'll do it with the E flat. I didn't do it with the E flat. I didn't do it with the whole spread out the whole chord. I just played what I thought I heard him doing. And I hear him twanging it. So So basically, like you go on the C minor 7, but remember he twanged it, which makes you play the A flat add 2. A flat got an add 2. So it was a quick A flat add 2 into the C minor 7. Because you remember us musicians, we like to be fancy. Now, if I heard him doing that now. Alright, let's just see if I think he did that. Probably he did it, but we're gonna see. He didn't. Okay. So he did. So he did. He didn't reach for that. I don't have perfect pitch. It's not because I have perfect pitch. I just have the understanding on what we're going a little bit. Oh, it resolved. So he resolved. Not that had to matter, but I'm being petty now. What was that? What was it? What I hear? B flat. B flat. That's crazy. What? I'm not sure if you flickered that, but let's see. If you flickered it, or my wife called it flickering. Yeah, he did. Oh my goodness. Mike Burrell, man, you gonna make me a dope keyboardist. So he just kind of did a B flat. Now I don't remember nothing I just did, y'all. I'm gonna have to go back over this whole thing. Something like that. Alright, I'm gonna stop this foolishness because I'm cutting off of here. Let me get off of that. But that's what I would do. If you're trying to learn how to play, listen to the pros, follow what they're doing some with it. If you can. But if you can't, get the book! Stop playing around! I'm gonna be like Sebastian Wheat. If you really want to play, don't play around. Now, I ain't supposed to be doing this though. I'm supposed to be doing something else. Now, I forgot what I was supposed to be doing. That's what I said earlier. I might get a YouTube strike for playing this, but let me see. I kind of forgot. She want me to do this on Sunday. Of course, I'm not going to be doing this on the keyboard anyways, but just for the heck of it. I was just trying to remember what it... I do not own the rights to this music, to the music that I'm about to play. This artist's song. I do not own the rights to the music. I do not own the rights to this particular music. All the rest of that stuff, I own the rights to it. But I do not own the rights to this music. Teaching purposes only. Fair game, fair game, fair game. Alright? The algorithm. I do not own the rights to this music, okay? Don't be punishing me for it. Alright, okay, let's do this. Because I forgot. Let me get to the... Let's fast forward to some of it. I forgot.
Say, Lord, you're mighty, 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 Lord, Lord, you're mighty, 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 Lord, you're mighty. Lord, you're mighty, Lord, you're mighty, Lord, you're mighty. glory above the heavens and the earth. When I think of all you made, the sun, the moon, and the stars, no praise is high enough to express how great you are.
Alright, there's a whole lot of stuff going on here, but like I said, I'm not gonna be doing this on the keyboard, but I just want to get the logistics of it. I just want to get the logistics. Let me see. I gotta find a beat for that. Boom. Oh, that's for the other song. Hold on. I gotta remember what that one. And God, what's that? I'm gonna have to find me a beat for that. Let me see. Let me see. Drop the piano keyboard. Nope, that's not that one. I wonder, could I use the other one? Let me see. Nope. I have to find me a track for that one. can use that one. Let's see here. Something like that, but let me see. I have to find me something. That might work, but back. That's the one I had did earlier. All right. That is something I couldn't remember that song for the life of me. Come on and clap those hands. Let me get back to what I was doing. Let me see. I need to find me a track now. Let me see. That fast. I'm not sure what beat we're gonna use, but how fast was the song going? I forgot. What was the tempo? I forgot.
Lord, you're mighty, Lord, you're mighty, Lord. The earth, you said your power excellent is your name in all the earth.
Okay. I had to find one of them. This might work out actually. I have to remember this track actually.
You said your
I wish I could be able to take out the.
glory above the heaven.
I wish I could take out the. Let me see. I don't think I can. Is it possible? Is that possible? Is it possible that I can do something like that? Let me think. Is that possible? Oh, snap. Okay. Is it possible that I can do that? Let me think. The clap. Is it possible? I wonder, can I, is it possible? It's possible! No, hold on. Is it possible? Oh, come back. Can I take out the... Is it possible? Can I? If that's possible, that'll be dope. Ah, come on, finger. Why is it going the other way? I'm trying to go the other way. There you go. Down. Not that way. Come on. Is it possible? Can I? Or not? This thing is hard to do. Not that way. Come on, go the other way. Okay, won't let my fingers do it. I'm wondering, is it possible? Can I get rid of the... No? I was trying to get rid of the claps. Nope. I can't get rid of the claps. What? Well, let me get rid of the claps. Okay. At least I tried. Alright, let's try this. I'm trying to see if can I get rid of the claps. I might have to use my MPC. Let me see. Alright, come on, man. I might have to pull out my MPC to do it. Thought I can it doesn't allow you to doesn't allow you to get rid of the claps. But let's see. Alright, so this would have been cool if I can get rid of the claps, but this might work out actually. This is another one. See, this one bite. So now you barely hear the chimes or the ring bells or whatever. Let's see, huh? I'm trying to see what the beat is. I like this one. This give me a little bit of somewhat, and then we get more drums. That's if you don't have a drummer. I don't remember this, but yeah, if you just, yeah, this is actually gonna work for me. If you don't have a drummer, but even if you have a drummer, I wouldn't probably put. I probably won't go to the third one. I think. Let me see. Hold on. Because the drummer, my drummer should be able to pull all this. So I'll probably stay with the because my drummer should be able to do all that stuff and then give it more. My drummer should be able to give me that, but as long as I keep this one here. My drum is good. Then the drummer give me more, but y'all get the point. But I don't know how to play this song, but I'm probably more than likely won't do it on the keys. But let me see. I gotta remember this track for this song. Now if this track acts the fool, but for some reason C-Dub thing's been acting weird. I might have to pull out the my other one. Now, what's the other song she told me? I done forgot. Oh, hold on. What was the other song? Let me see. Easy song. I think it was in A flat. No, it was in B flat. Let me see. I forgot. Something like that. I'm not a keyboard player. I mean, play all this stuff on the organ. What I do is I pre-practice it and kind of get an idea. Now I forgot what track I want to use that one on. You deserve my glory. Whatever that is. I forgot who the lady sings it. You deserve. Now this is in B flat. Now I'm not sure if she gonna want to sing it in that key. I won't hurt to try, but I'm not sure if they gonna be able to reach this vocal in this key, because I might have to put it in D flat, the vocals that they can sing in. Then again, somebody might say, well, B flat is maybe lower than it is to go to D flat. But I don't know. I guess that depends. You deserve my glory. You deserve whatever the words is. Because the chorus is B flat at 2. 9, 13, sharp 11, sharp 9, flat 5. I was like, what did I say? Sharp 9, sharp flat 5. Alright, that's 7, flat 9, sharp 5. Kind of did it earlier when I played this one. The 7 sharp 5, sharp 5. 7 sharp 5. C9, so that's 4. But we may play what I call the I call it the minor voicing, minor 9/11. Now let me find a beat for this one. I think I found it the first time, and I didn't write it down. I wish I should have. You deserve the glory. Something simple, straightforward. Let me write myself a note somewhere. I'll write it on here for now for a minute. But probably what I would use this track for is the other one. Oh Lord, what were they saying? That's a recovery right there. I hit something. Hey, what did I hit? Alright, y'all get the point. Let me see. I'm gonna write that one down. I might use that beat, but more than likely, I won't use all of those moves because if the drummer is gonna do the rest of this, I'll just do that part. Somebody write this one for that song. What's the name of this song? I forgot. Oh no, Lord, wait, Lord, you. What's the name of this one? I forgot. Lord, you mighty. I think I can't think of call it. Lord, you mighty. Lord, you mighty. Lord, you mighty. If this thing don't act right, I might have to pull out my what. So far right now is having an act right spirit, but last Sunday it was tripping out. I don't know why. Alright, so this one is called Tell Your Story. Actually, we do another song using this track, matter of fact. A much slower version, actually, matter of fact. We're just using this one at a higher speed. Because we use this for another worship song, but under a slower speed than this one. Okay. Alright, so that was that song. I couldn't remember this song for nothing. Lord, you're mighty. Lord, you're mighty. Lord, you're mighty. Alright, what was the other song? Oh, I think I said. I think it started B flat. Let me see. So, I think. Okay, it was this one here. I'm trying to see what rhythm that I use for this one. I might use this one actually. Loop off, up, loop on. See, let me see. This is much slower. I'm not sure if I want to use this one. Let me see. I don't know where it works. Let me see. I'm gonna do this on organ. Just trying to get the logistics. Okay, I'll be back, y'all.
You got so many phones.
Huh?
Why you got so many phones?
It's the way I can record.
Where's my microphone, Andre?
Right here.
What? Why you don't have it unlocked?
I told you feedback.